Hi, collective. Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, Empress Love here. So, yeah, guys, you are a whole implant. Okay? You know how the devil, you know how them nefarious energies, right? How they have their implants? Well, you a different type of implant. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to, like, the dark feminine, the dark masculine, but of the divine. You know what I'm saying? Of the light. They just work them deep ass motherfucking shadows. You a whole ass implant. Okay? There's something you got to understand about yourself, or understand about yourself. Wherever you are, you're on assignment. Whoever comes into contact with you, it is for a specific reason. It's all for activations of all kinds. Whether, you know what I'm saying, that, like, whether it's like, I'm hearing like you are a fucking tower, like you're a tower walking. So whether it's a stranger in passing that you may speak to, I'm not talking about, you know, like you just walking around in your fucking territory, your kingdom and shit, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, you know, and like just random people just like see you, you know, don't speak to you, you know. I'm talking about you in your territory, in your kingdom, doing what you're doing, you know, minding your business, right? The business that pays you, and you got people nodding at you. You know what I'm saying? These are the ones that you impact, because these people, they recognize you, like, hey, they see you, they see your energy, right? Then even the ones that, you know, you may just strike up a nonchalant conversation with, that you know, you don't know, down to, you know, as it goes further and deeper into it, right? Then you got your fucking associates, people you just know. Then you got your colleagues and friends, and then you got your family, and, you know, your relatives and your lovers and shit like that, right? So that's what I mean, the deeper that it goes, right? Anyways, you a whole ass fucking plant, an implant, okay? You change these people's lives in some way, whether, you know, it's, everything is all energetic, but whether it's from the lightest person to the deepest person close to your heart, right? From the lightest person, just your energy, that nod, you've activated something within them. They've activated something within you, like, too, as well. You know what I'm saying? But you've activated something for them. All right? Whatever that may be. Let's get into it. Okay, you could have had people like, you know, I know I talk about attacks a lot, and it's because I'm attacked a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is just a fact that we deal with. You know, you could have had people trying to stop you in your career. These people are being dealt with. Okay, you could have had people spreading, you know, rumor mongers. Okay, these people are being dealt with. Okay, you are also learning how to utilize your shadow, like your dark righteousness. You know what I mean? Like, I really believe in, there's righteous anger. You know what I'm saying? There's, I believe in, like, righteous wrath, right? Why would we have these emotions, right? Because we're a reflection of the great divine, right? So say that we're made in the divine's image, in God's image. So if we're made in God's image, right? God gets angry, and righteously so. And God has done some things that, quote, we can look at and be like, that's really dark, right? Can't forget that God says he sets those on high and those on low. He is the author of all things, both good and evil, right? So it's not for a person to try to label someone and judge someone. You have to allow God to do that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, you know, but collective, like, you are the type of individual where you come in and you give blessings, you know what I'm saying? You give what is required, period. And you make people confront certain truths and to see things in a different aspect in their perspective, to where sometimes it's just too much. They don't want to look at it. They see it, they feel it, they hear it, that truth. But it's just as quick as it makes its presence known, they want to turn from it because it's too painful for them, because of the breakdown, the crumbling. And that's what really bothers them. The fact that they looked away. They didn't have the courage that you have. Okay, collective? It is 7:02. You may live in Las Vegas with it being 7:02. All right. Isn't that a group too? Like, I'm hearing that it's like boom like an 808, or is it 808? Or is it boom like I don't know. Why am I hearing like a tidal wave? Like, this is like your energy, collective. I'm also hearing like you're going to have like a tidal wave of abundance. You are abundance. The type of abundance that a person receives is based off of not only their past actions, but their past internal actions, the conflicts that they go through internally, that they have decided to overcome, that they have decided to look at, or whether they have decided to turn away from. Okay? You are a very profound, I don't want to say tool. I'm not exactly sure, but you are the word that I'm looking for, but you are, I don't know, is it not even mechanism, whatever, but you're just profound bringer of change. Okay, let's say that, because I can't find the word I was looking for. Okay, collective, let's get us some starseed messages, as well as, because this one's calling too. All right, what is it? Goddesses, gods, and guardians. Okay, look, you're a light. People be coming at you because you're a gift. You're a whole ass fucking gift, literally. And people, you know, when you receive a gift like for your birthday, right? You could have been like the type of person you never knew how to receive gifts. Like, you know what I mean? That energy of like, not even like being put on the spot, like being nervous, like, oh, this person's watching me, and oh, what type of reaction am I supposed to have? And, you know, you could be genuinely, like, you can genuinely like the gift, you know what I'm saying, that you've been given. You know what I'm saying? Or it could genuinely be like, oh, I kind of like it. You know, it's not really me, but I don't want to seem rude. And, you know, like, it could be that energy too. Who knows? Whatever. Right? But it's people, it's like unexpected, you know? People, it's on the spot. magnifier, close inspection, you know, pressure. What do you want this collective to know? Sorry, I didn't mean to be so hard with my hand. My apologies. So look, there is always enough. Yeah. So you could have people in your life, or you could just be realizing, oh, I like that. There's a swordfish on there. Okay. So there's something there, them salty waters, teeming with life, no matter, right? Salt kills, but it's also teeming with life in there, right? Saltiness, but it's teeming with life. Right? And this person, Sedna, I think, what is that, Eskimo? So she looks like Eskimo-ish, you know? I could be wrong, right? But you know, that's like cold region. But I'm liking these diamonds on her cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You could also, yeah, because you know diamonds reflect light. There's something about fractal light energy or something, you know. Like, you make people face their shadows. You're learning through your shadow that you're enough. And other people could be learning through shadows because, like, of all of the fuck shit, right? All the fuck shit that they've displayed and that they've given. And, you know, you have groups turning on each other. You know what I mean? You could have organizations investigating things and really looking at things and seeing some shit. You could have some fucking justice coming in. Confirmation 707. Okay, this could be heavenly justice. So this, you know, could be happening fucking in spiritual court currently. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing like ancestors could have had that go. Yeah, you could think I'm blowing smoke. I did just literally blow some smoke, but you can think it's all smoke and mirrors. Okay. Around here. Cause I know what they don't want to tell you. Okay. Just hope that you're heaven sent and you're hell proof. Right? I'm hearing like motherfucking your ancestors are all over this. As I'm hearing, you've got the green light. Like, because you did the work to face your shadows, like through all of these like attacks that you've gone through, right? And there goes your potent ass energy. You decided to, like, let me examine this. Am I really this way? Right? You found the truth of yourself. You found that you were enough within. You found that you had enough. So that is being reflected back out to these attackers. 1414. Shit, somebody about to get a fucking beautiful large ass fucking birthday gift. Like, ooh-wee. Okay. Yeah. You just decided to also like face your shadows with kindness and nurturing. Okay. Like I was saying, that's that dark feminine energy with Lilith. Like Lilith is very powerful. You know, because why? She represents just feminist energy. She represents strength. She represents going where nobody wants to go. Her mythology is that she was the first wife and she did not want to submit. So she called upon God's supreme name and was instantly transported into God's presence. She gave God what she was disgruntled about. She like, yo, Adam over here acting a fool, acting wild. You know, we was made from the same earth. You know what I'm saying? We was made from the same shit. What's good, God? Like, what's going on? You know, like, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but hey, at the same time, I ain't trying to be disrespected. I ain't trying to be overpowered. What's the deal? What's the dealio? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God was like, I hear you. I see you. Guess what I'm going to do for you? Right? You ain't got to fucking be his wife. You ain't got to do all that. But what you will got to do is get the fuck up out of here. Go live your life. So, you know, that's what she was able to do. Some people, you know, they like to equate her and be like, oh, she's, you got to guard against her because she doesn't like the children of Adam and the children of Eve. You know, she be going after the children, the childbirths and things like that. So you got to ward off against her for that. You know, other people are like, you know, they say that she was turned into like some type of a demoness and became Satan's wife and all that shit. But, you know, I don't believe none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The part of her story that resonated to me was the fact that she was like, yo, I'm gonna go direct to God about this. I ain't trying, like, you know, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but like, you know what I mean? That she had her own power. She wasn't afraid. You know what I'm saying? And she got her reward to be able to go live her life. However, she lived it after. I don't know nothing else about her after that. Like after them, you know, them stories, but they there. Like, you're about to receive sweet success. Okay? I love you, Pona. Okay? And Bridget, they come out through to me so much always. You know, these ones, especially like Kwani and Shoulder Face too. Like, you know, you were nurturing yourself through your shadows, you know, loving on yourself. And so you're now about to receive some sweet rewards, some sweet success. That's so wild. Because we did get that energy in a reading. What was it? I think it was yesterday. I don't know if I even like expressed it or if I said it. I don't remember. But I do remember like seeing something about like sweet rewards. Okay, look, I'm even seeing over here in this clouds, like there is like a rainbow. So there is like, you know, you kept your hope about you. You kept your hope. You don't have a silver lining. You have a rainbow lining. Okay? You don't have a silver lining. Like, you have a rainbow lining. You have a hopeful lining. Okay? You hope for the best, but you expect the worst. But you ready for the ride either way. Okay, collective? What else do you want this collective to know? Like, you could have been in that energy of like, why can't I live my life? You know what I mean? I feel like you're stepping more into that powerful strength. Yeah, the sun just hit brighter on my eyes. It's coming through even brighter now. But yeah, like, you just stepped into more of the strength of your light, the strength of you, of who you are, like, of living your life. It's your fucking prerogative. You know, and you're letting things fall away of other people's like projections, you know, and back to like the ancestors coming through, like with like they're coming through, they're, you know, I'm about to be stepping on motherfuckers. these people are going to have to be seeing and facing their own shadows. Okay? The shit that they've done to you is about to be done unto them, if it hasn't started already. Also, if you had people in your career sector holding you back from like different elevations, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there was an investigation being done. These people are, I don't know, they're going to be dealt with. All parties involved are going to be dealt with. But I do believe you're going to be able to receive sweet success, okay? Yeah. But back to this stuff, yeah. Like with Athena, Artemis, and Asclepios. You provide a certain type of remedy, a certain type of healing, okay? You decided to be brave and look at your shit. Therefore, that's why you are such a powerhouse and why you are the implant that you are, because when you come into people's lives, like, and if it's in a thick ass way, like, these people, they're forced to face their shadows and answer for, you know, whatever fucking crimes, you know what I mean? Whatever trespasses. Dang, that's so beautiful. All right. Yeah. Continue to stand your ground. Okay. Here's Kuan Yin. Yeah, look, you have a lot of sweet new beginnings coming in. Oh, what's this? Like, this is what's entering your life. I'm going to put it like this so you guys can read it all. Okay. Can you guys see that? We have here, stand your ground, light your fire, kindness and nurturing, joy, sweet success, and new beginnings. You have all of this coming in for you, for all of the hard work that you've done. Oh, I just feel this peace and this lifting. Really beautiful. It's just like really beautiful healing energy. This is what you are. This is what you bring. This is the implant that you are. You bring joy, you bring peace, you bring new beginnings. All right? You're very nurturing. You're very kind. You're very just fucking loving. All right? And you awaken fires within people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's burning bridges down within themselves that, you know, or, yeah, burning the bridges within. There's a thought. I'm going to make that into a card. Guys, I've been working so diligently, not only on myself, but on my projects. I kind of feel like, in a sense, that I've been brought back to, like, I was on pause, like something was on pause in my life. Maybe it was because of like distractions or whatever. I don't know. But it's like almost like I'm picking up where I left off, what was always meant to arrive or come. You know what I mean? I'm here and I'm here, nigga. I'm here. All right, so continue to stand your ground in the passionate ways that you do and that you are. Okay. Remember to always operate in a nurturing and kind energy. Okay, because, man, you just go have so much joy after so much pain. Okay, this sunshine after all that rain. All right, you're learning that you're enough. There is enough. And people are learning to give you your motherfucking space. People are learning to not fuck with you. Okay? I'm hearing just people could just be taking losses in areas and in ways. I'm hearing finances. Like, people could be taking losses in their finances because they wanted you to take a loss in yours. Collective, okay? They wanted you to struggle and lack. And, you know, in the areas that count, love and money, right? And I guess that's the way that they think in this physical world, right? But shit, they're about to feel it if they haven't felt it already. I love you guys. I hope that this has brought you clarity. I hope that it has given you confirmation on some things. But yeah, guys, I got some decks that I've been working on. Plural. Not just one, not just two. It's so crazy as well, because I think like, yeah, I feel like I figured something out. But anyways, I was like asking like questions. I'm like, yo, especially with like creators, like, in this field, I'm like, how many typically do, they make in, during their lifetime or within their career lifetime span. And it said, I think it said anywhere from 3, what was it? Oh, that's what it was. It was 3 to 10 decks, right? And I'm like, whoa, really? And then, the place that I was in, it was like, and it was like, and usually it takes this long, for it to occur and happen. And then, but it was like with you, like, it was just telling me some shit like that it foresaw for me. And I was just like, yo, that is kind of like, it confirmed for me, a download that I had already had and thought about and, have been praying about, but it confirmed for me, God comes through in the oddest of ways at times, but it confirmed for me, like what I'm doing and what I'm meant to do. Even what I've heard in other readings, like, oh my gosh, so the rainbow went from there and now it's over here on those, and it's so much brighter. I'm loving it. I feel like you guys are creating your own justice. I feel like people could have tried to put a stop to you, the flow of you, but God has given you something, because he's placed something within you to do that you were always meant to accomplish, that you always knew you were going to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? But he's giving you like a way, and there's no way that whatever it is that you're working on can be stopped. There's no way that it's not going to, like, it can't grow. And shit, I feel at home. Anyways, like, I love you guys. I do gotta go in. It's time to get to work. Time to make a change. I didn't know it was like really gonna be in this way, but shit, it's in this way, and shit, I'm glad and I'm happy for it. It's good. I hope that, like, whatever it is that you guys are doing and working on, like, it's good for you. I love you guys. Talk to you later.